Hi, friends. Today for Read Aloud, I have two books about snow. I have One Snowy Rescue and Snowy Bear. Let's start with Snowy Bear. It's by Tony Mitten and illustrated by Allison Brown. Oh, it looks pretty cold, but that house looks nice and warm, doesn't it? Snowy Bear by Tony Mitten and illustrated by Allison Brown. Oh, the little bear. It looks cold. Here is a bear who has nowhere to go. He is plodding along through the cold winter snow. Behind him his prints trace a long, weary line, but ahead the snow's waiting, unbroken and fine. See his little tracks? If you were that poor little shivery bear, you'd want to find comfort and warmth. Yes, but where? He spotted a hole, and it's dark, dry, deep. Perhaps it's a place where a cold bear could sleep. Oh, I'm sorry, growls Fox, but there's no room to spare. It's my den, and my litter of cubs is down there. Snowy Bear climbs up a crooked old tree. There's a warm, cozy hole in it. Could it be free? But Tufty Gruff Owl hoots, "Tut-wit and too-hoo! My chicks are in there, so there's no room for you." Do you see the little eyeballs? Oops, there we go. Snowy Bear sighs, then he trudges along. Oh, for a home is his sad little song. But look, a small farmhouse has come into sight, a place that looks warm in this cold world of white. Perhaps there's a fire all glowing in gold to cheer up a bear from the wintry cold. A chilly breeze ruffles the fur on his cheeks, so Bear tiptoes in as the door gives a creak. Inside, it is warm, for the fire burns bright, and Snowy Bear sees by its flickering light. There by the window a child stands alone. No one is with her. She's all on her own. She looks through the window and out at the snow. She's a little bit lonely. Bear seems to know. She turns for her senses. I'm sorry, friends. She turns for she senses him looking at her. There Snowy Bear stands with his fluffy white fur. She gathers him up and she cuddles him tight, and suddenly Snowy feels happy and light. The little girl teaches him lots of new games. Then they sit by the fire, gazing into the flames. The girl gets a book and she reads him a story, till both of them start feeling sleepy and snory. The day's nearly over for girl and for bear, so they climb up the rickety, creakety old stairs. The girl takes the bear in her cuddly lap, and they both snuggle down for a midwinter nap. And that's where we'll leave them, both happy there, a weary little girl and a tired snowy bear. A cold winter day has now come to an end, and a girl and a snowy bear both have a friend. The end. And the other one I have today is One Snowy Rescue. And see, if you open the book, it's one big picture on the back. So see, you got a hedgehog there, and then you got some of the other animals on the back. So it's One Snowy Rescue, and it's by Christina Butler and illustrated by Tina McCaughton. One Snowy Rescue. Lots of snow. The river's frozen over. It's ice. One Snowy Rescue. "Gracious me!" cried Little Hedgehog, pushing at his door. "It must have snowed all night, and now my house is in the middle of a snowdrift. However am I going to get out? With a wriggle, little hedgehog pulled himself through his window and fell splat into a big heap of snow. Whew! I've never seen snow so deep, he gasped. Once he cleared his path, little hedgehog sat down to rest. Oh my, he thought all of a sudden. I hope Mouse isn't snowed in too. I'd better go see if he's all right. Little Hedgehog set off carefully towards Mouse's house. But the snow was very deep for a small hedgehog, and suddenly he tumbled into an enormous snowdrift. Ooh! Slipping and sliding, Little Hedgehog tried to climb out of the hole, but each time he landed on his bottom. Flump! Oh dear, he thought, whatever shall I do? But then he had a wonderful idea. Little Hedgehog popped his hat on the end of his stick and waved it like a flag. What on earth is that? Said Rabbit, who was hopping by. Hang on, I've never seen that hat before. Little Hedgehog, he called. What are you doing down there? I'm stuck, Rabbit. Can you help me out? A little voice shouted back. And with a big heave ho, Rabbit pulled Little Hedgehog out of the hole. I was on my way to see if Mouse and the babies were all right, Little Hedgehog said. I will come with you, said Rabbit. So off they went, plod, plod, plodding through the thick snow as the snowflakes swirled around them. On and on they went until they came across some footprints. Said Rabbit, twisting his whiskers. These are rabbit prints. And these are hedgehog prints, cried the hedgehog. Oh, Rabbit, do you think these are our footprints? If they are, replied Rabbit, we are well and truly lost. The two friends trembled as the cold wind whistled through the trees and the snow grew deeper and deeper. Just then a loud voice made them jump. What are you doing in this weather? It was Fox. We're trying to find Mouse's house, said Little Hedgehog. And now we're lost, cried Rabbit. I can show you the way, said Fox, and they set off towards the river. They had not gone far when the snow began to crumble under their feet. Help! They cried, clinging to the river bank as the icy water rushed beneath. Oh, I've dropped my hat, Little Hedgehog squeaked. Then, quick as a flash, Badger was above them. One by one, he pulled his friends onto the path. I knew you were in trouble, he cried. I saw your hat floating down the river. Oh, thank you, gasped Little Hedgehog. I thought I lost it forever. With Fox leading the way, it wasn't long before they found Mouse's house. Everyone worked as fast as they could to clear the snow. I'm glad to see you, squeaked Mouse, when at last she could open the door. Thank you, everyone. Well, laughed Badger, I've seen enough snow to last me a lifetime. Let's go home for supper. Look at these little mice, cozy and snug in your hat, chuckled Badger. Whatever would we do without it? Little Hedgehog sighed happily. And whatever would we do without our friends? Then, by the soft silver light of the moon, they chatted and giggled all the way home. The end. Thanks for joining me, friends. I hope you enjoyed our stories.